Welcome to the Morning Wood. I'm your host, John Heiss. I'm joined, as always, by my friend, the great Matt Modi. What's up, Matt? How you doing today, buddy? You're looking very dapper.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, just shirt just happened to be up in the rotation, and I'm feeling good. I was nice. To, appreciate Lucy for hopping on the morning wood on Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
and she bet Otani that cashed. I also had Otani on Thursday, so I'm gonna go ahead and take credit for that.
Okay.
I felt the train talk kind of got off the rails a little bit. No pun intended. I was just taking a train up to my parents. It's just more convenient to train than to drive. Felt
Okay.
like
We
you
were
could
just
see.
wondering, we weren't really trained people, but we were thinking about being trained people, and we just had some questions.
Yeah, it felt like I was doing something sketchy. I was just taking a train up to my
It
parents for
kind of
Mother's
sounds
Day.
sketchy, but I don't know why, and that was the problem. We weren't sure like why riding a train was sketchy, but it
Got it.
feels sketchy. It feels like you were
No,
doing
it's,
something. You know
it's
what
a
I mean?
lovely, it's a
That you
lovely
should
time.
have been doing. Okay. Well, nice. I don't remember what I had. I do remember none of them hit. So there was 3 home runs. Not great. But I don't think I told you this yet, but I'm back on the strikeout trail.
Oh yeah, you're back
I
on the
don't I don't
strikeouts.
like grinding them out. I'll be honest with you. I don't. I don't like grinding them out. But I'm gonna grind them out. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Throw them in the rotation. They are kind of fun. I hit a couple over the weekend. It was glorious. And I'm going to have one for today. But before we get to that, I'm going to let you go.
Yeah, I'm going dingers. Like I said, before we started recording, I'm going down with the ship. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna sink or swim. And we've
Oh,
been
I'm
sinking
still going
recently, but that's
dingers,
okay.
buddy. I'm just saying I'm adding to my repertoire.
Sure,
Big
sure.
word.
Diversify your portfolio. Nothing wrong
Yep.
with that.
Yep.
All right,
Routine.
I'm gonna go with the guy everybody hates, so it feels like a good start. I'm gonna go with Jock Peterson plus 375 to hit a home
Sure.
run at bet 365. Everybody's going to say there's no way this guy should be plus 375. He's only hit one home run on the year. I get it. He was terrible to start the year. I think he's back, and we kind of saw this last year. I think he literally did the same exact thing last year where he went the first like 6 weeks and didn't do anything at the plate. And then he started hitting the ball. He had his first home run of the year on Saturday. So we've recently seen him hit a home run. So that's good. He's been decent over the last couple weeks. 13% barrel rate, 4 barrels in his last 9 games. That's not going to put him in the Hall of Fame, but it's not terrible. The biggest thing and why I went with him tonight is he annihilates four-seam fastballs from right-handed pitching. You go through his career, his best numbers or his pitch where he has the best numbers is always a four-seam fastball. And he's going up against this guy, Chase Dollander, who for 3 straight games, I've gone heavy on him to allow a home run. In 3 straight games, he has not allowed a home run. If you look at those games, he hasn't pitched well. He just hasn't given up a home run. I think he's ready to get smacked around. He's given up 8 home runs on the year. He's given up 5 home runs to lefties. All 5 were hit off of his four-seam fastball. So kind of lines up perfectly for Jock Peterson. So I took him plus 375.
I like it. I like it. I'm gonna go my home run first. I don't want you to steal it. I'm gonna go with a guy called Jackson Merrill. Plus 700 at ESPN Bet. Here's the thing. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. People are scared of lefty-lefty matchups. I think there's meat on that bone. I don't think that it should be plus 700. He's never more than 500 in my book. Like if I was making prices, it would never be more than 500 for Jackson Merrill, ever. I don't care if it's Nolan Ryan. Not going to be plus 500.
Sure.
But he's got Yusei Kikuchi, and he has not given up a home run yet this season to a lefty. But here's the thing. Teams sit their lefties against lefties. They do weird lineup stuff. We've all seen them do it. And that's why. I think, and also, too, there's not that many lefties that smash lefties. But Jackson Merrill's last home run, you know who it was off of, right?
Max Fried plus 800.
Yep. He's a lefty. Yep.
Yep.
So that's the thing. People get scared off. I was scared off that day. I'm not scared anymore. And also, too, guess what? What if Kikuchi gets slapped around? Like just demolished, right? Because Machado hits him good. So what happens if he gets a bunch of runs, gets knocked out early? You know who's coming in? The Angels bullpen. They are going to set a record this season for barrels given up by a bull. I mean, it is ridiculous right now. It's like 20% last week. It's some ridiculous number. But you go 2 weeks, it's high too. They're like the number 1 team in Major League Baseball, not close for giving up barrels. So anyway you look at it, Jackson Merrill's hitting a home run tonight. Plus 700 is bananas.
Yeah, I thought long and hard about that one,
Ooh.
but I took Merrill 3 days in a row over the weekend. He didn't hit one in Coors. Granted, he was off yesterday. Felt like I couldn't go back to him, but that one's good. That one's good. All right, my next one. Speaking of lefties on lefties, I'm gonna go with Bryce Harper to hit a home run, plus 440 odds at FanDuel. It's kind of the same thing you said. Nobody wants to take a lefty on a lefty. I don't think that we should feel that way.
Mm.
If you look at Bryce's stats, almost every metric you could possibly look at is actually better this year against left-handed pitching than it is against right-handed pitching. Bryce has hit 2 home runs over the last 2 weeks. Both of them were hit against left-handed pitching. You look at every stat: slugging, OPS, ISO rate, WOBA, WRC plus, fly ball rate, line drive rate, pull rate, hard hit rate, literally all higher against left-handed pitching. So you look at Bryce's numbers on the year, they're down because he hasn't been able to hit right-handed pitching that well. He's been very good against lefties. And I will admit, he's going up against a guy who, kind of like you said about Kikuchi, hasn't given up a home run against a lefty this year. Bryce saw him about a month ago in April. It took him like 390 feet. It was a home run like 89% of the time. That ball is a home run, according to Ballpark Power, in terms of like EV logs and stuff. So I'm not scared off of that at all. We just saw him hit a home run on Saturday, but he had 3 hard hits and 1 barrel in that game. Or yeah, 2 barrels in that game as well. It smacked around the baseball. So give me Bryce plus 440 FanDuel.
I like it. I like it. I'm going to go back to the strikeouts like I alluded to earlier. We got to get a Jackson in this thing, though, obviously. So we're going to get Jackson Job, 5+ strikeouts, plus 168 at FanDuel. That's how I'm rolling now. There's a lot of 3.5 guys that you can just move up to 5 and get like very good odds. Plus 168, very good in my book. He's got the Boston Red Sox. They kind of strike out. They're not a strikeout team, but they're not the team you target. But there are strikeouts in this lineup. Connor Wong should be catching tonight, which would help a lot because he's a strikeout guy. We're going through Devers, Bregman, literally anybody. So you got 5 strikeouts there. Anybody that comes to the plate could strike out. Jackson Job, the haters are going to say, Slop, he's only done this once. That's true. That's true. He's just a kid, though. All right, it's not like he's been in the major leagues for 15 years. This season, he's done it once. Here's the thing, though, that the haters won't tell you, Matt. He's only had 2 games at home. That's it. 2. He's been on the road, fighting it out. Kids don't do well on the road. We all know that. The White Sox was the first game. That was his first home game. So he only got 4. What are you going to do? The next time he was at home, the Royals struck out 5 of those guys. Those guys don't even strike out. They don't. They're like the second lowest in the entire Major League Baseball. Only the Padres struck out less than they have. So you do not target the Royals. He got 5 of them. All he has to do is get 5 tonight. All right. And if you go back to the minor leagues, guess what? He was a strikeout guy at home, not on the road. This all just makes sense. We're not going to get to do this much longer with Jackson Job. Plus, his name's Jackson, so we got a pitcher in the Jackson mix. I don't see how this could lose. Plus 168. That's it. Just for 5. That's not a record either. That's just a normal day striking out people. You know what I mean? No big deal.
I like that. I mean, not many people are betting on Jackson pitchers. You know what I mean? They're all going with
they're all. That's what I'm saying. We got to zig while they zag. Exactly. They're all going with Jackson batters. Guess what? We got Jackson's pitching too.
Yeah, and he's a JJ. It's first and last initials. You can always trust a guy that first and last initials are the same. Mm-hmm. Anyways, my last one. Guy you like a lot. Give me Kerry, a.k.a. Barry Carpenter, to hit a home run. Plus 550 odds at Bet365. It should not be plus 550. I get why. It's the Tiger Stadium is not a hitter-friendly stadium. I get all that. The good news, kind of like Jackson, I think Kerry's also a home guy. I'm not really big on home road splits unless they help my argument, so I'll make them. Kerry has hit more home runs at home than he has away. He's played 4 fewer games at home, still hit more home runs at home. So you look at him, he had a little bit of a cold streak. It happens. We don't fault guys for that. Last 2 weeks, overall, 8 barrels, 24 hard hits. That's good. He has a good matchup. The Tanner Houck guy of the Red Sox was not a home run guy last year.
No.
This year, he's like one of the biggest home run guys. Mm-hmm. Huge dong enthusiast. He's given up 8 home runs this year, 6 of them to lefties. Mm-hmm. Great matchup from a pitch mix perspective. Ballpark Pal has it like a plus 10 in favor of the batter, Kerry Carpenter, 10 out of 10, like a matchup for Barry. So yeah, plus 550 for him. That should not be the case. He's like a plus 330 guy. and we're getting plus 550 because it's being played in Detroit, which I don't think it should be. So yeah, give me Barry plus 550.
Yeah, I put him in the Thrilly today. You couldn't bet these at FanDuel. You had to go somewhere else because the odds were just so much better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for all three of my guys, Jackson, Merrill, and Barry. But yeah, so definitely shop for that. Don't just knock them out of FanDuel. I like to do all my Thrillies at FanDuel because they always have a profit boost. So you can always, just throw the profit boost on there. Now it beats literally whatever book you're going to play at. It did not beat ESPN today.
That's crazy.
It did, like, with the boost. It didn't beat ESPN. And then with the boost, so like total odds were still better at ESPN, no boost, than FanDuel with the boost, which I've never seen happen. So much so that I did the stupid thing and I cashed out the FanDuel side before I put it in on ESPN. So then once I did that, I put 25 on ESPN and it said, yeah, you can only have $7 and whatever. I was like, you got to be joking me. Like, why that? Like, you know what I mean? Why didn't I do? Because the ESPN does tell you before you hit submit, so you don't have to put it in. So anyways, yeah, I did that. But here's what happened. This is a great story. I went back to FanDuel and tried to use my boost, which is gone now because I cashed it out like a moron. Guess what I did have though? 100% profit boost.
So even better one?
Yeah. You don't get those. You get those when you put in a bunch of milli parlays every day. And yeah, dude, sure enough, dude. And it was for $25 max. So
perfect.
So the whole thing worked out, but god damn, like I gotta focus. I gotta lock back in.
It happens. Sometimes you get into the strikeout market, you forget what it's like being in the dinger market. It's no problem. Yeah. The only thing that I was going to add is FanDuel should always give you the best odds for a home run. And so when you see situations like that, because FanDuel avoids a guy that doesn't start. And all those other books, or FanDuel won't avoid a guy. I think I said it opposite.
Yeah, exactly. FanDuel should always be better. 100%.
Exactly. So when it's not, it's a good sign.
Yeah, so I liked it. So we'll see what happens. But good luck to everybody. I'm going to be back at 3 p.m. going through Profit X, see if we can find some more bangers over there. Matt, you're doing all kinds of stuff all day on YouTube and Twitter at Jedi Modi. So go ahead and give a follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Don't do anything stupid. We'll see you later this afternoon.